Hi guys, welcome back. Hopefully you all are doing well. So today for this Wednesday, we are going to be taking a look to see whatever wants to come through. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We are down in the studio today. Mel is joining me, so if you hear any background noise or hear the hiccups, I promise I'm not being haunted. If you haven't already seen it, I did a full round of zodiac readings. I'll put a link up here in one of these two corners. That way you have a direct link to that. All 12 zodiac signs are there. They are Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So please feel free to jump around and use that to whatever you see fit. And it's so funny because Mel just told me, she's like, it's Tuesday, right? Yes, this is actually for Wednesday. This is for Wednesday, pre-recording here. But thanks for looking out though. Thank you very much. Underneath, we have a change in the wind. Changes, changes, changes. No place like home. Okay. Foundational changes. Treasure Island. Pull one more. To the sea. I definitely feel as though that this energy has been coming through quite a bit last week and this week. I do feel as though that there are changes happening, and some of you may be required to move. Some of you, it could be a physical move. It could also be a perception shift. We'll take a closer look at this. But I do feel as though that it does have to stem on a home aspect, on a foundational aspect, where you feel like you belong, the tribe that you belong in, the people you surround yourself with. But there are good things here, or good things are coming in. So we're going to take a closer look and see what this energy has to say. The oracle cards I used are the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And these beautiful cards here are the Souls on Fire Tarot by Mary Jo Cranmore and Juliet Gilden. Please feel free to check out those links in the description box below. But let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through for this. I'm really intrigued. Like I said, I know this energy has been creeping through for a hot minute, and I know that we're going to be experiencing the Taurus new moon here soon, and that is essentially tied into this energy. Things are leaving, foundations are shifting, obligations. Taurus makes me think of the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is about those legal obligations, can be contractual things, so we'll see if that plays a role with this as well. All right, what do we have? What we got? We have got the Seven of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Absolutely. I'll lay this out and I'll talk you through this because I know that there's more to this than just that little nugget, but that nugget is very important. So we've got the Four of Swords, the Three of Swords, crossed by that Two of Swords. Look at all the swords. Ugh. Grounding you is the Ace of Pentacles. Guiding you is the Six of Wands. The energy you're moving out of is the Seven of Pentacles, which I'm not surprised. The energy you're moving into is the Chariot energy. Okay, at least it's getting there. King of Swords, the World, the Five of Wands, and the outcome is the Star card of the Aquarius. So, first and foremost, and this is just for some of you and me here on this channel, I'm just the card reader. You all know this. We've been doing this for years. So the messages that come through sometimes are my own and sometimes are not my own. And the one that's coming through right now that is not my own is some of you need to forgive yourself. Some of you definitely need to forgive yourself. I feel as though that you've almost been lying to yourself. Seven of Swords here. And I feel like it has to do with the people you surround yourself with. Three of Pentacles, Page of Cups. It's the people that you surround yourself with and the things that you allow to come in. I feel as though that's changing right now with the Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands. I feel as though that you are releasing yourself from, not the obligation. It's not an obligation. From a standard you held yourself to. It can be one of those experiences, one of those energies where You held yourself accountable for so long, and you've been kind of like digging yourself into the mud like, yeah, everything would have worked out if I would have made a different choice, but this has kind of messed everything up. It's time for you to forgive yourself for that. It's time for you to move away from that energy, because I almost feel as though that there's a sense of energy, a sense of perception that needs to be changed. When we look at our lives through ourselves, we do see all of those negatives because, well, it's us. And we have those negative thoughts, and those are always there, and those kind of revolve and spin around, and sometimes they leave and sometimes they come back. With what I'm getting with this energy is it's time for you to put it down. 7 of Pentacles. There's no more work for you to do other than to heal that energy. 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords. But right now I feel like there's an indecision, a disconnection. Because maybe you feel as though that you can't disconnect from this energy. That's why the 2 of Swords is here. It's almost like you can't disconnect from this energy. It's almost like you've been carrying it for so long that it's just kind of ingrained in this energy. Interesting. But what's guiding you is the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands is victory. And you know, when the 6 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles shows up, does tell me that you are at the beginning of something new, and Pentacles is really slow energy. So this lesson may have taken you a hot minute to get to this point. But now that you're understanding that something has to change. Let's start there. It's not a fundamental thing that you see and you're like, oh, that's got to change because that's what's causing the problems. I feel as though that you're running into all of these problems because of that fundamental thing that's been set. And now it's time for you to go in and to shift that setting, and to shift what you're putting your time and effort into from that fundamental into something else, something that's going to benefit you and to help you move forward with this Chariot Cancer energy. Now, it's easier said than done. I see that here with the 5 of Wands. I do see there being some conflict, maybe with others, putting your foot down, having your boundaries, telling yourself, yes, this was a part of my life and it's all part of the experience, but it's time for me to put that down, which is beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. King of Swords, the World, you have to put your boundaries down. You have to put your boundaries down, especially with other people. One of those new lessons with other people that I'm currently learning is I don't have to explain myself. And I feel like that is also for somebody here. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't. You can make a decision, you can make a choice, and not say anything. And then you can also make a new choice if that choice doesn't work out for you. You have options. Given sometimes the options aren't really what we want, but we do have options, we do have choices. And you are more than capable of making a new choice, because the outcome here is the Star card of Aquarius. It's wish fulfillment, it's happiness, it's major healing. So I do want to take a look at this energy here real quick before I let you go. So first and foremost, what is this 5 of Wands here? What is this conflict that's going to show up? 8 of Cups, Strength. There's that Taurus energy with the Hierophant, and then we've got the 7 of Wands. I feel like it's going to stem from other people when you do start to place your boundaries down. I almost feel as though it's going to be difficult to hold those boundaries. 8 of Swords. I definitely feel as though it's going to be hard to implement those new boundaries because, you know, you've been, again, basing things off of this fundamental thing for so long that going in and tweaking it is going to be difficult. So be gentle with yourselves. It is also going to take some courage. It is. With the Leo card here, it is going to take some courage to break away from that social norm that you have put yourself in. So don't think that you're failing because you're not. 9 of Cups. It's just going to take some practice. It takes 30 days to create a new habit. So give yourself at least a month as you're working through this process. What is the center energy here? What is it that needs to be healed? Queen of Cups, Or rather, how can we help you heal? Judgment, the Moon, and the Three of Cups. It is going to be coming from an emotional side of you. I feel like the emotional sides can run rampant every now and again. The one lesson that I'm also going to impart on you before I let you go is I know it's uncomfortable to sit in this energy. I know it is. And the more we sit in this energy, the more uncomfortable it becomes to a point, but it also becomes more familiar. And the more that we sit in that negative energy, the more that we can actually assess this for what it is. This past week, I wasn't feeling too well. I was kind of down on myself, and usually when that happens, I try and use music and I try to use meditation to raise my vibration. But something about this energy told me just to sit in it. And the more I sat in this energy, the more that it made me feel less uncomfortable and more like I had the ability to do something about it, because I was actually holding space for this energy. And that's what I feel like is being asked of you here, is to not jump into a decision, but is to hold space for this energy. Because when you hold space for this energy, you allow it to come in, but when it comes in, it's got to leave eventually. So let this energy come in, but just know that there's no more physical work for you to do other than to just allow this to happen and make sure that you are healing yourself through this process. But this is definitely for somebody. You are lying to yourself. Lying to yourself about a past situation. Anything else about that before I let you go? Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Swords, the Emperor, and the Page of Wands. This will happen when it's supposed to happen. You will be set free from this energy when you have done the work, when you get inspired again, when you actually sit in this energy. But until that, I feel as though that you trying to force the change, not even that. I feel as though that if you don't do anything with this energy is never going to leave. So just keep that in mind as you are working through this energy. Some of you may have to rewatch this a few times in order for this message to sink in. I also have that feeling, but that's neither here nor there. So zodiac signs that I see before I let you wonderful people go. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, and Taurus. One more time. We have Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, more Taurus, more Aquarius, and Aries. You got to be gentle with yourselves, babes. And it's time to tell yourself a new story. It is time to tell yourself a new story. So this is what I have for you guys. Thank you very much for joining me on this Wednesday afternoon. You guys are always wonderful, of course. Like I said, if you haven't already seen those individual zodiac signs, I posted the link, and there should be a link in the description box below. Please feel free to hop over there and check that out. But please feel free to also reach out, leave a like, leave a comment. If you are local and want to schedule a personal reading with me, the link to the Facebook page is in the description box below, and that will give you a direct link to me. So thank you guys very much for joining me today, and I will see you all again later. Bye, guys.